Alright guys, I'm Sticks from presetsforall and today I'm releasing a new package. Actually, I'm releasing two new packages, two impulse responses. First of all, let me know if you are listening me well from my microphone or from my guitars. Is good the sound? Let me know. So today I'm gonna show you these two package of impulse response, and I'm using, as you can see, the Driftful Purple Nightmare head. Here it is, and on the top I have my Torpedo Captor X to, of course, lower the volume in my room, and of course to send directly the signal of my amplifier directly to the audio interface. So I'm not using the real cabinet right now, but what you are listening is actually the impulse responses. So the impulse responses have been made from this cabinet, as you can see. Let me show you better with my running. Okay, this is so cool, man. Okay, this is the David Laboga cabinet, is the Tight series. So what does mean the Tight series? Tight series is a new concept of modern metal sound from David Laboga. David Laboga, actually my friend David Laboga, sent me this cabinet to check them out, and basically this is amazing because it's a different compact unit. Is vertical, as you can see. It's 2x12 vertical cabinet, and the size is just a bit smaller than a regular 2x12, maybe from a Marshall or whatever. And this smaller compact unit allows you to get more energy from the air inside of the cabinet. So this cabinet is made exclusively from metal sound, not for whatever rock, clean, clean of course, but not so for rock, hard rock, very soft. You have to use this cabinet pushing the speakers. And talking about the speakers are not more vintage 30, but are Mamzer 30. So our new speaker made by Fein Acoustic from UK, exclusively for this cabinet. So this cabinet has 2x12 Mamzer 30 speaker, and what is important in this speaker is that it's very similar to the vintage 30, but there are more bass. Basically there are more bass and is more rich, is full the sound. Basically you have not to equalize maybe your microphone when you use this speaker, and this means that you have not to equalize the impulse responses from this cabinet. So let me show you the impulse responses here. So as you can see, we are releasing two packages, but you can also purchase both the package with lower price, of course, comparing to single price. And the impulse response are made with a 10 microphone, which I have here, by the way. So pay attention. Every package that we made, every kind of impulse responses of presets, we all show the video with all the gear used, because we are making the package. We are not stealing any package from other companies, change the name and resay. We are authentic company that we make really high quality product. So I have the original cabinet, and I have the original microphone that have been used to make the impulse responses. Actually, the impulse responses have been made with a JVM Marshall amplifier, so have been used only the power amp of that amplifier. So basically 4 EL34 tubes, which are standard basically, and sounds also amazing. So let's talk about the bundle. As you can see, the bundle have been made with 10 different microphones, and you can find 2 formats: 24-bit for all the impulse responses, so very high quality, and 44.1 kilohertz and 48 kilohertz. Why these 2 kilohertz? Because let me say, above these 2 kilohertz, 88, 192 kilohertz are too much for impulse responses. You cannot listen to the differences. So impulse responses are wave file, very short wave file. Basically, it's as audio file, but it's very short, and this wave file contains a sort of equalization, and this equalization is made from your cabinet, your speaker, the microphone, the placement of the microphone in front of the speakers. So inside this wave file there is an equalization, and it's only this is the sound of these impulse responses. So it's not important to use really high kilohertz. So you have the 44.1 and the 48 kilohertz, depending on the hardware that you are using. Maybe some hardware does not accept the 44.1, but accept the 48. So you have both. You can choose. Let's switch, and now we are talking about microphone placement. How have been done these impulse responses? So you can find per each microphone, you can find 14 different impulse responses, and all these 14 impulse responses are named as follow. You can find 8 impulse responses that has been captured basically in front of the speaker, basically in perpendicular way, like this, okay? And then the 6 other impulse responses are made off axis. So 8 are called on axis and 6 are called off axis. The name will be from 1 to 8 regarding the on axis. 1 is the center position, so will be brighter. Then the 8 will be darker, cause will be the edge position, and so forth. Regarding the off axis, of course, from 1 to 6, because we have only 6 off axis captures. Then we can start talking about the volume. You can find 2 volumes. The volume 1 is different from the volume 2, but what is different are basically the microphones that have been used. So the first volume, as you can see, there is 5 different microphones. The first microphone is the JZ Microphones Vintage Series V11, which is this one. Let me show you. This is the V11. Okay. This is a large condenser microphone, and it is amazing. Sounds so good. Then we have the Lawton Audio LA120, which is this one. Is this small condenser microphone. Okay, here it is from Lawton Audio. Wonderful. Also this one. The Levitt LCT is this one, is really cool also on voice, but on the cabinet this sounds really similar to the SM57, but this is a killer of the SM57. 57. Why this? Because it's a large condenser microphone, so it's not dynamic like the SM57, and the difference is that basically it can capture more bass, and the sound is fuller, in my opinion. Okay, there is Rudy Casillo. Quick question. Yes, I have the driftwood amps. Let me know. Antonio, very good. Pronto a shoppare. Go on my website, and you can also buy this two volume right now with 30% discount. Okay, keeping in mind this is the launch price, of course. What AR would be good for the Les Lammer STL plugin? Well, the Les Lammer STL plugin is basically matched from my Driftwood amplifier. I already did a video about that Les Lammer. I basically destroyed that plugin because, in my opinion, it does not sound like the real Driftwood Purple Nightmare. It sounds amazing. I told that it sounds really, really good, that plugin, but it does not sound like a real deal. It sounds different. Sounds good, but sounds different. Which IR? Okay, depending on which type of sound you want to create, we have different kind of impulse responses from Orange, from Marshall, Mesa, David Laboga, different David Laboga cabinet, and basically it does not depend on kind of amplifier you are using. Yeah, it does not sound bad. It sounds really, really good, really. I think you are talking about metal sounds, because the Driftwood Purple Nightmare is for metal sound, but it sounds really, really good also in crunch. Then you can use all type of David Laboga cabinet. We have different package from the David Laboga Pro series, which is the horizontal version with V30 speakers and K100 speakers. This is the new cabinet, is the Typed series, so you can find the new package online with 30% discount. You can also find David Laboga with the Lawton audio series microphone, so have been captured with this high quality microphone, or the same David Laboga with the Roswell microphone, which are this one, very, very similar to Neumann microphone, really high quality microphones. So you can always see the package, the sound of the package in our YouTube channel. You can see how it sounds, different impulse responses, and decide if you like or not. Okay, so let's skip this and talk about let's return to the volume 1. Then the fourth microphone is the Roswell Pro Mini 47, which is this one I already showed you. This is a large condenser microphone. And then finally we have the SE Electronics Ribbon 1 R1, which is amazing. This microphone is discontinued, but is amazing. It sounds like a Royal, but it's better. And actually is the sound that you are listening right now, because where is my pick? Here. This is the sound of the Air 1 microphone. So in the volume 1 you can find this impulse response. So let me show you maybe right here, so you can see my screen. Actually, I'm using Studio One, so I'm sending the amplifier with my torpedo directly to my audio interface. So I'm not using any real cabinet right now in my room. I'm using only impulse response. So without any impulse response, so bypassing the impulse response loader, this is the sound of my amplifier. Which is pretty bad, I guess, right? Because you are sending only the amplifier. So this is the sound of only the amplifier, but you need a cab. To load the impulse responses, you have to have an impulse response loader. This is my plugin. You can also use different kind of plugin. This is free for Studio One, but you can also find something else. And basically, you have to open the impulse response loader, place the mix knob to 10, always place the mix to 10, and then you have to load the impulse response here. So as you can see, the impulse response is David LaBoga tight Mamzer 30 with R1, so the reborn microphone, in position 1, so in the center of the speaker. I can also choose different, from the volume 1 I can choose, for example, the JZ. Let me try maybe the position 2, and will sound differently. Let's engage it. This is the off-axis position. So we can also change again microphone, maybe always from the volume 1. Load an audio. This is a small condenser, remember, from the position 3, maybe off axis. Let's engage it. Is changing the waveform here. This is much more brighter because a small condenser microphone in off axis. Which I think it sounds amazing, really tight. Position number 1. Let's change microphone, always from volume 1. The Levitt from position number 4. This is a large condenser microphone. As you can see, it's totally different. The waveform. This is much more with more mids. Let's change position 3. The number 2. So let's change again the microphone, always volume 1. Let's try the Roswell microphone. As you can see, let's try a really dark sound. Maybe the 7 position is really to the edge. It's really dark, but you can blend this impulse response with another impulse response and use basically 2 microphones together. We can use, for example, the 2nd position, and basically you have a really good tone with only 1 click. Okay, so Rudy is telling me that sounds killer. What pack is that? This pack is the volume 1, as you can see. Let me Okay, here I am. The package is the volume 1, which I'm showing you right now. The Tight series. Sounds insane. Thank you. Yes, has been recording really high quality in my studio, really with surgical mixing, so it sounds pretty good. I think I really don't use any impulse response from other companies. I don't use any impulse response from stock of whatever plugin. I never use impulse response from hardware. Maybe in some hardware there is simulation of impulse response. In my opinion, every kind of impulse response that are stock in some impulse responses are garbage. I don't know if it's that. I think that this is, I always use only my impulse response, because I know how this impulse response have been made, have been captured. I know it's high quality. I know how to use them and how they should sound. So remember, this is the cabinet. Okay, this is the David Laboga, and also I don't know if you can see, but on the bottom there is a label which is written Matsticks Production, custom made. So David Laboga made this cabinet exclusively for me. Antonio says that the quality is on the top. Yes, thank you Antonio. Grazie Antonio, grazie, ci vediamo la prossima settimana. Ok, Rudy. Rudy is telling me what plugin I'm using. I'm not using any plugin. As you can see, I'm using my amplifier, the real deal, the real Driftwood Purple Nightmare. Only the Driftwood is going directly to the torpedo, which is, let me show you here. Yes, running goes up. Here you can see there are 2 pedals, one reverb, but I'm not using that. The Amexer, the carbon copy delay, and then the torpedo. So the torpedo is working like a load box in this situation and sending a line signal of the amplifier directly to my audio interface. So I'm recording the raw amplifier, and then I'm simply using an impulse response loader inside my Studio One. That's basically the routing. And the sound is pretty cool, I think. Let's now maybe change with a different microphone. Again, with the ribbon microphone. This is my favorite microphone. Rudy's telling, when testing it, did you use it in any amp synths? Yes, you can use it. Well, let me test this impulse response with an amp synth. Okay, so it's all clear. Let me change my routing. So I have to use the same cable. Let me plug in my audio interface. There are too much microphone here. Oh, a lot of money. Okay, let me plug in. This cable is straight, but I need an angle cable here. Okay, I lost my pick. It is. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I can engage my, for example, the 14 nameless. Okay, do you like? I can use, let's try, for example, you can go on user, and these are the Med6 nameless presets that you can download from our website Presets for All. These are the nameless presets. I can engage the Med1. This is the sound. I think there is too much gain here going on. Where is the gain? Maybe here. From the stomp. Yes, there are two gain. Okay, so now let's go to the cab section. Let's bypass one and let's also load custom. So Rudy, this is the routing that you have to go. You are here in the neural DCP plugin. You bypass one microphone and you have the second microphone here. From here you go here and load custom IR. Then you simply search for here is my impulse response folder. You have to search for the the bundle that I'm showing you right now. Choose the frequencies. I goes to 44.1, volume 1, then goes to whatever kind of microphone you want to use. Every microphone sounds different, okay? Of course, every microphone has its own characteristics and goes maybe from R1. Okay, let's listen. Yes, this microphone has a lot of bottom because it's a ribbon microphone. So you have to disengage with maybe lower bass. Since these impulse response are pretty pre-mixed because I've been captured really well, you have not to make any post equalization. You grab your impulse response, place, and you are good to go. Let's change maybe the microphone. Custom IR. How can I change it? Okay, load. Okay, I can choose, for example, the JZ, sorry, axis, off axis. Just a bit of high frequencies. We can also change the position of the same microphone here. Oh, by the way, you are not seeing my screen. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Here it is. Okay, sorry. So let me say again. You are here from the Neural DCP plugin. Goes on cabinet. And then you have to bypass one microphone. You have the second microphone here, and here you have to load custom impulse responses. Basically, you have to search for the folder where are the impulse responses and choose what you want. This microphone is pretty damn good. Number 4. It will begin darker and darker. 6. Rudy is telling me, why do you bypass one cabinet? Well, because I'm using only one impulse response. As you can see here, in the neural DCP, you can use 2 microphones at the same time, but you can also use only one microphone. So if you want to use only one impulse response from our package, for example, you can bypass one, and you have only the signal from this microphone. Or if you want, you can also engage 2 microphones. For example, let's use a really dark tone from this microphone. Maybe darker. Okay, this is pretty dark, but it's cool. Now I want also to get more high tones, so I can engage a second microphone and again load a custom impulse response, and I can search, for example, a brighten microphone, like the load and audio. This in first position, so it would be brighter in the center position. Let's listen together the 2 microphones. I'm really too high. If you want, you can bypass the darker microphone and you can listen only the low tone audio. You can change the position if you want. Engaging also the darker microphone. So guys, the combinations are infinite. Let's go again on the screen with the volume 1. Here I am. Okay, so this was the volume 1. So 5 different microphones, lot of impulse responses. So pay attention, 14 impulse responses per each microphone. Let's do the multiplication. Yes, Rudy. Rudy is telling, if I bypass a cabinet, basically, if the sound comes from go out from the 2 monitors. Yes, because the sound is in mono. I'm not sending one microphone to the left and the left microphone to the right there. It's not in stereo. It's mono. The 2 different microphones are mixed together to get one tone, and then you in the DAW you can control to use for the left or for the right, but inside the plugin it's in mono. Okay, you can also, by the way, use in stereo and place one microphone to the left and the right the other microphone to the right to get a sort of stereo sound, but will stay also in mono with different kind of frequencies. You can do that. So let's talk now about the volume 2. So this is the volume 2. The difference, which are the difference? The difference are the microphones. So again, in this volume, there will be the AKG C451B microphone. There is a 2, but is a mistake. It's not 2. Okay, is the AKG, and is this one. This is a really good small condenser microphone. As you can see here, really good. It's beautiful. Is a small condenser microphone, so you have the transient, which is really, really good, and sound it's beautiful. Then you have, so let me show you this microphone. So let's go here on my screen. Okay, so let's bypass this. Let's use only one impulse response. Let's load impulse response, and let's go on the volume 2, AKGC 451B. So let's listen how this sounds. Has a sound that is really, really metallic. We can also engage more bass from the amp. Let's change the position of this microphone, maybe to the edge, so more dark. Oh yes! So again, talking about the volume 2, which is not this one, sorry. This is the volume 2. Then we have the Lawton Audio LS208, which is this big microphone. This is the Lawton Audio. This is basically for a broadcast, and it's a microphone that I'm using right now here. I have 2 of these because it's amazing. So this microphone sounds really, really good on voice, like you are hearing my voice for deep, deep voice. But it's also a great choice for your recording, for cabinet. It's really similar to the SM7B, but it's better. It's better. And then you have the Roswell Pro Audio Mini K87. This is really, really similar to the Neumann U87. This is really, really tiny, large condenser microphone. Sounds amazing. Let me engage it. Let me choose the volume 2. Let me choose the Roswell. Here again. Let's choose a darker position. Sounds killer. And then you have the Shure SM57. Of course, the standard industry, the Shure SM57. This is a really cheap microphone, but does not sound so bad. It sounds good. And then finally we have the SE Electronics Gemini G5 Fat and Tube, which are this big microphone. As you can see, this is an hybrid microphone, large condenser microphone. As you can see on the back, there are these holes because there is a tube inside, so to dissipate the heat. Okay, so in fact, let me show you the screen. Come on. Okay, so if I load this microphone, let me search it. which is here, S Electronics Gemini G5, you can find other two folder, the FAT and the tube. So the sound is really drastically different from each other. Let's choose the FAT, G2 for example, and it sounds like this. It's really bright. Let's choose a darker position. Listen how it's rich, the sound. And now let's listen the difference with the tube signal of the same microphone. So from tube, other kind of impulse response. Darker position. Let's try with a mid position, the third. So let's engage maybe the FX loop. As you can see here, I have an MXR carbon copy. So let's engage it and let's listen. Oh, by the way, I'm using the 14. I forget it. So let me again place. Also, sorry. Let me place again the cable on my driftwood amplifier. Okay. So here it is. Yes, with the delay. Okay guys, so you have the link in the description, of course, of these two package. Of course, you can see here the package you can download, and you have 30% of discount start from now until I don't know. I think about. So you can basically get both the package, if you want, volume 1 and volume 2 together with 30% discount, which is basically 27 bucks, something like that. I think it's a pretty good price for a really high quality impulse responses. So guys, let me know, you have some comments, let me know something. I'm here to answer to all of you, also not related only to this package, also about our presets and stuff like that, about the presetsforall.com website. Let me know something. Okay, so Rudy is telling me that have just been downloaded the package, so thank you. What do I do from here? Well, I've just explained you how to do that. You basically have to search the impulse response you want to use and load inside the cab section of your software. For example, for Neural DSP, you can bypass one cabinet because you have two different microphones. You can bypass one microphone, sorry. Use only one microphone and load custom impulse response, and basically you can find the impulse response you want. Listen and you can change. In our website, we have also released a video about how to use impulse responses and the importance to use impulse responses. So you can find in our website, in our homepage, there is a video section, and you can find a tutorial section. So you can see that video. If you have any problem with package, you can write us or in chat or in our mail, and we will answer to you. So if you have any further question, any trouble, we also use TeamViewer to remotely maybe install some presets, stuff like that, to make it work to you. Okay. Antonio is writing in Italian because he doesn't know anything about English. Ignorance. Price, Antonio. The price, I already said that. The price is 27 on the launch price, so 30% off. 27 bucks, something like that, for the 2 volume, for the bundle. Rudy, I downloaded, but it's not in my downloaded folder. So you downloaded the original. You get the link to download. So here I'm doing some assistance, live assistance. Okay, so for any question about how to install, how to use, stuff like that, write a mail to info at presetsforall.com. So we will help you. Thank you so much for watching. You have 30% discount from today on this impulse response tight series David Laboga cabinet, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Thank you.